Hi, I've been really struggling with the RAM materials because I keep basically creating a river that looks like bubbling glass. And I think I've finally figured out what the issue is, and I think it's to do with the layers, which isn't obvious at all. So when you create a river spline, you create the sort of river that you want. So if we go for big yellow here, and what that's going to do is comes with a preset options. So for example, these terrain curves, the smooth distance, these noise scales, these are all preset in that profile, which is great because someone's done the hard work of creating a kind of swampy, sandy terrain thing. That's brilliant. You don't have to do all of that. But the problem is when you go to actually create the river, so it's a very simple river here, you can see it's got a nice sort of river look, but it's just square and glass and kind of looks like boiling glass. It's because it doesn't really fit in with the terrain. It's not really making any effort. And then when you look at the terrain shape, you can see it's very flat. It's not really carving in, doesn't look like a river. And I'm hoping now, because I haven't actually tried it, that the problem is this layer here. So it's set to nothing. I think I have to set it to default, which is the same as the terrain. So I'm hoping now when I do show, yes, look, you can see how the river is now cutting much more into the terrain. And I'm hoping that if I just take this whole terrain and just sink it slightly into the hill, and then go back to show, yes, look, it's got a much more kind of profound dip into the terrain. And I'm guessing if I move it down even further to show terrain again, we've got a much more sort of cut into the hill like a real river would. And I'm going to press carve and take a look at what that's done. So you can see it's cut into the terrain because I made quite a low cut. It's making much more effort to sort of blend in, and I'm sure if I just do paint to give myself some extra effects, paint terrain, index is outside the bounds of array, so that usually means I'm missing something. So let's put rocks in there and try that again. It's just clear. Where's paint gone? Paint. There we go. So that's sort of put in some rocky surfaces. Ooh, I'm out of control. So that looks a bit better. Still a bit bubbly. I've still got work to do, but at least now I've got something that's kind of looks like it's actually inside the ground where the river's worn a path down through the rocks and through the hillside. So I'm much happier with that. It's still very boily. I need to figure out why that is, but getting there slowly.